how did you feel when you started to see, one, the emergence of like gang culture? Was that something like, okay, this was here before I was born? Or did you get to see like
it's
before me? Prevalent?
It's before me, but the I looked up to where I grew up were Crips. And I thought they was cool, of course. You know, you want to be the dude that looked, you know, the girls like so-and-so. It was one from where I grew up. I grew up basically, it's a rapper named McKinley Avenue, Spider Low. Those are like the people in our immediate area.
His lives be crazy. My man be wilding on.
So I know his older brother who's in my age bracket. Right. So that G-Unit Spider Low is actually the little brother.
Right.
I know his older brother Martell, and then there's an older one. They're all Spider because they all from the same hood. And
right.
You know, BG, you know, OG, you know, whatever.
Right.
So Martell is my friend who I went to school with and who I used to run around with.
Right.
When me and Martell were in first grade and second grade, they pissed me off, and I jumped him and this other Bertram, like not 12 years old, second grade, stupid kids. Fast forward by about fifth grade, Martell starts doing something else. You know what I'm saying? He's stepping in. His older brother stepped in, he stepped in. He's making that decision. I didn't really figure out, it's kind of weird, the socialization in LA, at least from when I talk to my friends. I'm not saying I got all the answers, but so I lived in Carson my whole life, but I went to school in Watts, so I socialized in Watts. We knew for a fact there was a park, it was called Real Rogers Park, but now it's changed. And we were always taught, don't go on the other side of this park. That was our thing on our bikes. We just taught that. And I remember one time we did. We were riding our bikes, and we went down the wrong way and literally across the street, in our stupid brains, let's say we were 10 or 11, 100 little niggas ran across in another color, all red. Niggas ran across trying to get us. Like 5 of us on bikes. And that's what it is. It's like you get imprinted. Like, oh, they're the enemy.
Right.
They're bad. And I remember it was older niggas. They just sent a wave of like 20 little niggas just ran, trying to jack us for our bikes.
Right.
That's the beginning of that. You already got an animosity towards them niggas. Oh, and I can identify them. They was in red. We wear blue over here.
Right.
We say cuss. Like, I did. I grew up. I knew how to crip walk before rapping. Then I decided not to step into the neighborhood, so I stopped crip walking consciously. Because it's like, oh, if I'm not a crip, I shouldn't crip walk. But you grow up. It's just your socialization. So for me, and most of us, Southsiders too, the Mexicans, you grow into it. And you're already marked. Like that Kendrick skit, I remember that shit touched my heart. On the first album, Good Kid, Mad City, and nigga like, where your mama from? Where your grandmama from? You from somewhere. Nigga, I remember that growing up, like, nigga dreading getting on a bus. Nigga, like, fuck. Like, your hat meant something, and plus, you can't even escape because your hats mean shit. It ain't just blue and red, like certain hats, like neighborhood, they wear New York Yankees hat.
Right.
Neighbors. Right. Neighbors. So you know what I'm saying? So blue, red, it don't matter. You can just like a team, niggas, that's somebody hood and you get, nigga, it was awful. So when you grow up in a place like that, you know what I'm saying? Like for all of us, we're alerted. We kind of know what the routine is.
Right.
The decision making on getting in it or not, they never killed my best friend. You know what I'm saying? My friends was probably doing the killing, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas pieces of shit, bad people. You know what I'm saying? My friends are awful. Niggas bank robbers, like I said, muggles. Muggles. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and then me, I kind of skated through. I had my friends. We just knew not to go here. We ain't going over there, we call it out of bounds. Don't get out of bounds. I didn't go places where I didn't know nobody.
Well, how did you feel when you started to see it spread around?
I wrote about it. I wrote a song called Understandable Smooth. And it wasn't on my first album, it wasn't on my second album. It was like a single that I put out, sampled Anita Baker. And I was actually reflecting on it because we were out here and we were in the Cephlos, so over with Sean and them.
Yeah.
And the little blood niggas was coming out and they was slicing everybody wearing red. You remember that? The old 31s.
Yeah.
And I said you know it's off the hook when old 31s is gang banging in Brooklyn. I was just, I remember I felt some type of way. My label mates were Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg and West Side Connection, so Dub seeing them. And you know, I say cuz. I grew up in a Crip neighborhood, I say cuz. In my music, I'll say loc a little bit. It slips, wherever you are. Like, even when I say my cousins, my blood relative from BMF, S-Class, he a producer, was always in the BMF shit, he gonna say my relative. It's little tales where you know where a nigga grew up at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I just always felt, in the rap shit, I felt like, God, that shit made all the money, but y'all niggas is getting niggas killed. So I remember I felt some type of way and might have said that to some of your favorite rappers, like, man, y'all getting niggas killed, cuz. Like, these niggas is killing everywhere now. It ain't just home now. Like, this shit everywhere. Nigga, I'm in New York and these little niggas is wearing red and slicing up old ladies. What the fuck? At least give these niggas a fucking code. Niggas ain't no handbook. I remember the old 31s was coming out from Brooklyn and saying, so the red is the blood. Nigga trying to do some 5% math. Man, nigga, this ain't got no mathematics to it, nigga. For real, we had to sit down. I swear I put that on my mama, Blue. Niggas will tell you, Shucky Ducky, all them niggas will tell you, Blue sat out there and tried to teach niggas how to gangbang. Because they were slicing up. He was like, first of all, you don't hit your color. You're not supposed to hit the people in your color. So don't hit the people in the red if you're blood. And then we sat out and played Tupac. I swear to God, we would break day, we drank Hennessy, and we was teaching the Bloods. You know what I'm saying? You know, and he's a real Crip. That's pure what he is. And then trying to teach him, like, your enemies are gonna be the Crips, but you don't ask people for literature. That's more of a Chicago. That's organized crime. Like, you know, the
Gangster Disciples.
GDs and they have literature. If you don't know it, then you get a pumpkin head, you get fucked up. But Blood and Crippin' is nigga, you just say you from the hood. You from the hood. I mean, half the niggas that say they from these neighborhoods ain't been jumped in. But if you got some paper, then you from the hood.
The new generation got some new shit. They got the Woos and the Chos.
Yeah, they got their own stuff out.
They got new gangs.
What's that?
They done came up with their own factions.
The young generation.
Crips and Bloods together, GDs together.
Everything evolves. I mean, niggas always used to say red and blue make green. That was like the OG term. They be like, red and blue make green. I was like, no, it makes purple, but okay. Red and blue make green, cook. They're like, all right, y'all niggas colorblind, my nigga. That shit is not true in real life, but I get your idea. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down, big homies.
And you're raising kids in all this.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends sleep earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.